still more breaking news now, this time from Wall Street. The markets fell today following President Trump's late-day tariff announcement yesterday, and they fell hard. You can see the numbers right here. The Dow fell nearly 4%, 1,700 points nearly. NASDAQ 6%, S&P about 5%. It went into correction territory for one of its biggest one-day losses since 2020. But the market slips aren't the only way this will impact Americans. Charlie Wojciechowski's here with more on some of the other impacts. Charlie.
Well, Mary and Alex, the idea is that the cost of foreign tariffs will be passed along to American consumers in the form of higher prices. Most economists say it's unlikely we'll pay the full cost of those tariffs, but they say it will translate into higher prices for almost everything. It was a signature sending shockwaves through the world economy. The president invoking tariffs that will apply to almost all goods imported into the United States.
The proposed policies are bad for the economy, bad in terms of economic growth.
The actual tariffs will depend on the country, but experts say the bottom line is that everything will cost more.
The tariffs will raise prices perhaps by 2 to 2.5%. That's a non-trivial chunk of inflation.
What will be the hardest hit? Coffee. 80% of the precious beans come from Colombia and Brazil. Prices could jump by 10%. Chocolate, too, could cost more. While cocoa beans tend to come from the continent of Africa, the USDA says cocoa butter is produced in Indonesia and Malaysia, and those are countries facing 24 to 32% tariffs. Shoes. The International Trade Commission estimates that we import $9.5 billion in footwear each year from China. That nation is facing combined tariffs of up to 54%. China is also a major source for toys and electronics. Bess Navarra is an expert in high-end audio.
I think from a perspective and just using some intuition, I'd say it's probably going to be at least double digits, anywhere from 10 to at least 25% at minimum.
Much of the clothing we wear also comes from Southeast Asia. Some retailers, like Fabletics, are already informing their customers about a tariff surcharge. The Trump administration says the tariffs are designed to spur American industries, especially manufacturing. But the Illinois Manufacturers Association is not so optimistic.
It will increase the price of goods initially, and then there's some fear about retaliation by other countries that can put increased costs on American goods that are being sent overseas.
And that is a major worry for Illinois manufacturers. They say the regulatory or retaliatory tariffs could make it much harder for them to sell their products abroad. Mary, Alex, back to you.